Hello everybody, Joystick Pepsi here, and welcome back to another episode of my Factions 2 speculation series. In the last episode I talked about when I think we can see Factions 2, and in this episode I'm going to be talking about how I think Infected can be implemented into Factions. So essentially, the way I think Infected can be implemented into the game is through a co-op mode. So if you don't know what a co-op mode is, it is basically where you and teammates fight off wards of enemies. For instance, we saw a co-op mode used in Uncharted 4's multiplayer. We did not see it in Factions 1. However, a lot of people said that it would work well in a Factions game, and I agree. I think that a co-op mode is basically guaranteed to be in the game. That is just how I feel personally. Yes, there's absolutely no proof. I'm just strictly going off of my own speculations and my own predictions. But because of how long that Naughty Dog's been working on this game and hasn't even given us a single piece of information, it's obviously going to be much bigger than the first game's Factions, which can allude to a lot more modes being available. And I think that a co-op mode is just... It is basically like a 100% guarantee. I would bet my life that we're going to see a co-op mode, also some sort of survival mode where you're just fighting off wards as well, maybe by yourself. I think there's so many possibilities for how Infected are going to be utilized in Factions. And another way that I think would be so incredibly cool if they did this would be if Infected could just come out of nowhere and get in the mix of things in the middle of, let's say, a team deathmatch game or maybe a supply raid game, like just in the middle of a mode that isn't co-op or survival, and Infected just come through, and now you have to decide, do I want to fight the enemy, or do we want to work together and take out the Infected first, or do I want to utilize that and let them kill them and then get, like, there's so many possibilities for how Infected can be used, and I think that because of how, like I said, how long they've been working on the game, there's definitely going to be more modes than just interrogation and supply raid. It's going to be a lot bigger than the first Factions, which is why I think we can basically count on Infected being in the game. So tell me if you guys think Infected are going to be in Factions 2, and how would you want to see it implemented? Do you agree with me? Do you want to see it used in other ways? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next Factions 2 speculation video. Peace.